If you clicked on today's video, then you're ready for 2024 to be your best year in business and in life. You're done handing your success over to luck and to random series of events. Randomness by definition is unpredictable, and you are done with that. 2024 will be your best year, your best goal setting year. I am going to share with you in this video every tip I have to goal setting and obtaining those goals. Alrighty. We are getting straight into today's video. I have a lot that I'd like to cover and sharing with you guys my top 5 steps to setting and achieving your goals. I hope this comes as no surprise. The very first step is to have a vision. By far, the number one reason most people aren't meeting or exceeding their goals is simply because they don't have any. I am floored every time I hear a business owner, an entrepreneur, a content creator, when asked about their goals for the week, for the month, for the year, reply that they don't have any. How could you possibly be in a self-motivated profession as an entrepreneur and not set for yourself some goals and expectations? If I asked you right now, what is one goal you have for the end of this month, would you have one? Did you have one last month? Did you have goals for last week, for this year? You clicked on this video, so you clearly have the drive, you have the ambition, you have the motivation, but towards what? Do you have a vision of what success in your business and in your life looks like for you? Having a vision and setting a goal is not just a part of the plan for success, it is everything. Without a vision, you are literally allowing random events to dictate your position in life. Without a vision, it is not up to you whether or not you're successful in life. You are placing all of your bets on luck. You can be in the most determined position in your life, absolutely determined mindset, full of motivation, and without a clear vision of the finish line or even knowing what the finish line is, you will never win the race. So right now, in this moment, establish some goals. And if nothing comes to mind immediately, watch the rest of this video, but come back to it, rewatch, and at this point, pause until you can consider some goals in your life. Some business goals, some personal goals, some professional goals, financial goals. I think it's very healthy to have goals in different areas of your life, not only your business goals. Ensure that your goal and your vision is clear, because I'm about to lay out the blueprint for success for your goals in 2024, but we won't be able to get there unless that vision is clear. Now, when you set this goal, you need to be clear. You need to be very specific. Don't say, I want to make more money in 2024. Say something like, 2024 is the year I will make $100,000. Forget goals like, I want to lose weight. Say things like, I will weigh 150 pounds, 170 pounds, 200 pounds, whatever your goal is. In reframing the terminology around your goals, we're doing 2 things. First, we are being insanely specific. You need to be specific. Secondly, we're framing our goals around the positive, and this is extremely important to actually obtaining those goals. When I say something like, I want to make more money, subconsciously what I'm hearing is, I'm struggling. Currently, I'm not making enough money. I'm poor. I'm broke. And when I say something like, 2024 will be the first year that I make $100,000, I get excited. Like, how could you not get excited about something like that? Framing my goals around a positive future does 2 things. The positivity in this releases oxytocin, serotonin, maybe even dopamine. It gets my brain excited. I am literally high on the idea of my own success. The future keeps me moving forward. I hear a lot of people say to speak about your goals as if they've already happened. And while I think it's great to be able to envision that future version of yourself who has already met and achieved their goals, I don't think it's working. I think if that was working, then more people would be successful. When I speak of myself in the future tense, it helps me to envision myself in the future, to envision myself successful in the future. There are some people watching this video who don't envision a future with them in it. And I'm telling you that the future needs you in it. You may have a lofty goal, but someone watching this video's goal may be to get out of bed tomorrow. Frame your goal around that future so you see yourself in that future position. Because sometimes brainwashing ourselves to think that we've already achieved these things just isn't working. You will be successful. By now you have a vision, you've made it a goal, and you have put it into a sentence structure that places you in a positive future. Understand that Motivation is deceitful. Motivation is a liar, okay? In 2023, 22,000 people signed up for the LA Marathon. 22,000 people were motivated to do that. Of the 22,000, 16,973 runners actually finished the race. That means that for whatever reason, only 77% of the people who were motivated to sign up actually had the discipline to finish the race. That means that over 5,000 people were motivated enough to sign up and to pay to enter this race, but not motivated enough to even start the race, or for one reason or another did not finish. Now, I'm a runner. I understand injuries arise, unforeseen circumstances, but that's not the case for over 5,000 runners. It couldn't be. The truth is, the majority of these 5,000 runners likely never towed the start line, even though they paid their registration fees, even though they signed up. Why? Because while motivation runs high enough to release the chemicals in your brain that we just talked about, and it gets you to sign up, it will not get you out the door to train. Motivation can talk you into signing up for the race from the comfort of your couch, but it's not going to come knocking on your door and drag you out the door to go for those training runs. So while you're motivated right now because you just set a goal, you just framed it around your future, and you're motivated right now, you have to understand that discipline is what will get you there. Because whether you train or not, your race day will come. Your goal that you just set likely has a deadline. That deadline will come whether you put in the work or not. Will you be part of the 77% who met or exceeded their goal, who crossed that finish line, or will you fall in with the 23% who had a really great idea and never started the race? Only discipline will get you there. Motivation may illuminate that finish line. It may even illuminate the steps necessary, but only discipline will cause you to take those necessary steps, cause you to keep moving forward when things are tough, to do the hard things. Discipline is always greater than motivation, and you have to understand, because time and time again I hear from people, what do you do on the days that you're not motivated? You dig deep and you get disciplined. An exercise I've been working on lately to hone in on my own discipline is to do the hard thing, be it something small but difficult and out of your comfort zone, or something hugely uncomfortable. Do the hard thing, and it starts to condition your brain to do hard things, and that is what discipline is. Discipline is what will get you there, always greater than motivation. There are very few things that I claim to be magical or mystical about my goal setting process, but I've said it once, I will say it again. Something magical happens when you write it down. This can be as simple or complex as you want it to be. Look around you right now while you're watching this video. That post-it note, a crumpled up piece of paper, your mirror. There are so many surfaces that you can write it down on. It does not have to be some fancy vision board, but it can be a fancy vision board if that's what you'd like. I watched a documentary recently on Jim Carrey, and they discussed how he wrote himself a $10 million check long before he was ever worth that in a picture. It was literally just a scratch piece of paper, and he carried that around in his wallet until the day that he was able to cash that. It was just a scratch piece of paper, but it was a tangible reminder and a tangible token of his dream at a time when he was not a man worth $10 million a picture. But when he was still that man, he was audacious enough to write the goal down. You know why I feel like more people don't write their goals down? I feel like it's fear. Embarrassment, pride. What if someone sees this? What if they laugh? What if it never comes true? What if it does? What if you believed in yourself enough to make a tangible representation of your target, a tangible reminder of your goal, of the dream that you're working towards? What if you believed in yourself that much, regardless of what anyone else thinks? What if you tricked your brain? There's scientific evidence that what the brain sees, it believes. So what if in seeing the finish line, your brain starts looking around for evidence and the steps and the action that takes to get you there? What if by writing down these amazing visions that you have for your life, you start to script it, not just on paper, but in reality? I hang my most major goals currently in my life on my refrigerator, in the kitchen, where I see them every single day. In the last 3 years, I have yet to hang a goal on my refrigerator that I have not seen come to fruition within its deadline. Every single one. And they were very specific goals. Who you surround yourself with absolutely matters. You become the average of the 5 people you spend the most time around. It stands to reason that you should surround yourself with positive people who see not only their vision, but share yours. People who support your goals. I understand that not every single person in your life is going to support your goals. It is important that you not share your goals with those who are just going to speak death onto your dreams. People who are going to squash the goal before it ever has a chance to get off the ground. But even if it's just one person, find someone in your life who can hold you accountable to the action plan that you have put in place to reach your goals. Find someone in your life who you can say, my goal this month is to close 5 deals, to list 100 items, to post 4 videos, and someone who will not only hear that and support that and cheer you on, but actually hold you accountable, who will check in with you, who you can check in with. Cheerleaders are awesome, but accountability matters. If you're lacking accountability in your life, I want to invite you to a live that will start right here on this channel in 2024. The first Monday night of every month in 2024, we're going to be meeting right here on this channel to discuss our goals. In the January live, we'll set out goals for the entire year. You can share your goals in the chat. You can even meet up one-on-one with people in the chat and find your own accountability partner right here on this channel. It's 100% free. When we meet again in February on again the first Monday of the month, we're going to be discussing those January goals, what went right, what went wrong, and moving forward, what our new goals are. We're going to take your 2024 goal and break it down month by month to ensure that 2024 is not only your best year in business, but in life. Again, it's 100% free. If you subscribe, you will be sure to get the notification. I am dedicating the first Monday night of every month in 2024, and the first one just so happens to be January 1st. What better way to spend the new year right here, January 1st. We're going to be live that evening discussing the goals that we have for 2024, finding those accountability partners in the chat and cheering each other on. So if you don't have that offline, you will have it here in this space online where we are 100% cheering each other on. It will be the most positive environment all year long. By now you have a vision, a goal, and the motivation to get started. You're armed with the discipline to see it through, and you've created tangible reminders by writing those goals down and making them plain. Your accountability is in place and you are ready to tackle this thing. Now what? The difference in a dream and a goal is a plan. So at this point, you're gonna take that big dream and you're gonna chop it up into little bite-sized goals. That is what's gonna get you to the finish line. Because the only way out is through. You have not come this far to only come this far, my friend. But how? Let's take your 2024 goal and break it up. I want you to imagine that goal at the top of a very high staircase. And let's say that staircase has 12 steps. Every one of those steps is going to represent a month. So you're sitting in January 2024 looking up at December. Every single month is a step closer to your goal. And every single step on that staircase is going to be little mini goals that eventually get you to the top of that staircase, eventually get you to your goal. You can't just jump over the steps. You can't miss a step. You just have to take them one by one, no matter if it takes you a while. For the sake of clarity, let's say that you wanted to make $60,000 this year. Every single step, every month would be a $5,000 step towards your goal. Because when you tell yourself, I need to make $5,000 this month, it sounds so much more manageable than I need to make $60,000 this year. You understand what I'm saying? So take that goal and you're gonna reverse engineer it to be a 12-step plan essentially to your goal by the end of the year. Say you wanna grow your Instagram to 12,000 Instagram followers, 24,000 Instagram followers. Well, that's gonna be 1,000 new followers a month or 2,000 new followers a month. You want to lose 50 pounds this year? You realize that's just a little over 4 pounds a month. It's less than a pound a week. If you look at it like that, if you say, I need to lose 0.8 of a pound, a little more than 3/4 of a pound every single week, and by the end of the year, I'll be 50 pounds lighter. I will be at my health goal. How much more manageable is that? Make yourself a thermometer style chart. That's what I do. I take the entire goal and I break it up as a thermometer and I celebrate every single bite-sized goal. And I promise you again, I've never set a thermometer chart like that I did not meet or exceed the goal. Not every day working towards your goal is gonna feel the same. Some days you're gonna feel like you're sprinting. Sprint. If it feels good, do that. Some days it's gonna feel like you're crawling. Crawl. Some days you will be walking along, but you're still walking forward. Forward is a pace. Forward will get you there. Forward will move you towards your goal. You've got this, my friend. I am cheering for you. I believe in you. And I hope that I see you in that first Monday night live. Go ahead and bookmark that show so you'll get notified whenever we go live. And you can be surrounded by encouragement in that live. Until then, my friends, thank you so much for watching today's video. God bless. And remember, treat your business like your business.